Hi friends, welcome to this class. In this video, we are going to discuss the last theory of color and constituent, that is molecular orbital theory, right? So molecular orbital theory means here he tells that the molecules or the atoms will be there. So they have got this bonding molecular orbitals here. I will tell you. They have got this bonding molecular orbital and they have got this anti-bonding molecular orbital. So because of the transfer, see, bonding molecular orbital means they will be lower in energy and they have got these electrons, right? Because they are rich in electrons, whenever a radiation comes and hit, there will be transition. Because of this transition, the color will be there according to this theory. But they will tell that this energy is there, right? So this energy E, let me write like E. We know that energy and wavelength are inversely proportional, right? The energy gap should be so small that this wavelength should lie between 400 to 800 nanometer. That means if it lies in visible region, then only we can see the color, right? So according to this molecular orbital theory, right? So let us see few of the basics, then we shall see these things in detail, right? So according to that, see, so this molecule I am going to consider, right? Acetone CH3CO CH3, right? So here it has got pi bond, here it has got sigma bond, here there are lone pair of electrons, right? So in a molecule, what all the things are there? These are called non-bonding electrons. Non-bonding, because they are not forming any bond, right? So these are called non-bonding and we represent it by small n, right? So it has got sigma bond, right? It has got pi bond. Whenever there is transition, it has to, sigma bond means it is bonding molecular orbital. So it will be in lower energy. This pi, it is also bonding molecular orbital. It is also in lower energy. Whenever transition happens, so there will be sigma star, which is sigma only, but it is anti-bonding molecular orbital. So it is anti-bonding. To represent that, we add a star mark above it, right? Similarly, pi, it will be having pi star anti-bonding molecular orbital. Anti-bonding molecular orbital. And this lone pairs means non-bonding electrons, because they are not forming any bond and they won't have any star like anti-bonding molecular orbitals, they won't have, right? As they are not forming any of the bond, right? So these all the things will be there in a molecule, right? And they will tell that the energy order, they will tell in molecular orbital theory, they will tell the energy order, that is C. What they will tell, it will be like this. So here it will be sigma bond, here it will be pi bond, and here it will be n bond, right? So here it will be pi star and here it will be sigma star, right? So it is the energy gap here. So all these are bonding molecular orbital. Whereas this is, above these two are anti-bonding molecular orbital. So instead of writing all the name, I in short write bonding molecular orbital, BMO simply. So it is, I call it anti-bonding molecular orbital, right? So what we are going to do? So I told this is sigma bond, this is pi bond, this is n, non-bonding electrons, right? N, and this is pi star, I call it as, and this is sigma star. So see, the distance between sigma and sigma star is very high. Then comes this n and sigma star. This is also high. Compared to this n and sigma star, this pi to pi star will be less. And this n to pi star is still less, right? So they came up with the energy order. I can call it as energy order. This thing you need to remember. So always sigma to sigma star transition is there, right? It requires high energy. See here, this much gap is there, so more energy it is required. We need to put a radiation which has got high frequency or lower wave number, because greater the energy, greater will be the frequency, greater will be the wave number, but lambda will be less, because energy and wavelength are inversely proportional. Greater energy, lower will be the wavelength. Lower the energy, greater will be the wavelength. Other things, both these things go hand in hand. Energy, wavelength and wave number all are directly proportional. If it increases, it will also increase, and this will also increase, right? So these things you know. So energy required for sigma to sigma star transition will be very high compared to n to sigma star. Then comes n to sigma star. It will be less than this, but this is still greater than this pi to pi star transition. Then last comes n to pi star transition, right? So this is the order, energy order for the transition. So this thing you have to remember. And one more thing, if I want to talk in terms of this symmetry, sigma will be zeroed it is, whereas pi will be unzeroed, right? The same sigma star excited state, it will be unzeroed, whereas pi, its excited state will be zeroed. So always transition from zeroed to unzeroed are allowed, right? And also from unzeroed to zeroed are allowed, whereas zeroed to zeroed or unzeroed to unzeroed are not allowed. These are forbidden, we call forbidden. So this is according to the transition rules, right? So see, these things you need to remember. Zeroed to unzeroed and unzeroed to zeroed, these are allowed, whereas from zeroed to zeroed or unzeroed to unzeroed, these are forbidden, right? So this is all about this diagram and things, right? I hope you understood it, right? You may ask, what about this non-bonding, sir? N will be there, whether it is zeroed or unzeroed. No, we never tell about that, right? So this non-bonding will be like this here. If sigma bond is there, like pi bond is there here, if you see, we have both n to pi star transition is also there, n to sigma star transition, both are allowed. But if you see the intensity, both the intensity will be less. Intensity means epsilon value. If you see, those will be very less. The reason behind this is, this transition is not that good, because lone pairs will be in one plane like this, whereas this sigma star or the pi star will be perpendicular to it. So transition from plane to this perpendicular, it is not that effective. Because of that, intensity will be less, right? So not effective, because of which its intensity will be very less, right? This thing you will learn in this UV spectroscopy, right? If I teach that, I will teach those all things, right? So I hope you understood all those things. So let's move further. So before going further, let us see how to draw this molecular orbital, right? So ethene means CH2 double bond CH2, right? So it is ethene, means it has got one unhybridized p orbital, unhybridized, you please write p orbital. This also has got unhybridized p orbital, right? So it will be like this, unhybridized p orbital. Let me draw it at center like this here, right? Plus plus minus minus. So both will combine. If they combine like this here, I will show like this. Combine, this bond represent both have combined, right? So it can combine like this, both are plus plus or minus minus, or they can combine like this also. So this line represent they have combined. So plus minus minus plus, right? Whenever plus is there, opposite minus it should be there, right? So here plus plus combination, here plus minus combination, right? So whenever there is plus plus combination, there is no node, means zero node, right? Whereas plus minus combination is there, there will be one node, right? So it has got 0 node and 1 node. If you see the ethylene molecule, it has got like this, 0 node and 1 node, right, 1 node here. So it will be like this, plus plus minus minus, like this here, plus minus minus plus. So because of this combination, so it is bonding molecular orbital, whereas this is anti-bonding molecular orbital, right. So what happens for 1,3-butadiene? 1,3-butadiene, right. So 1,3-butadiene means, see here, 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon and 4 carbon. 4 carbons are there, right. So what happens? See here. If I take 2 ethylene molecule, can I get butadiene? Because 4 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will take 2 ethylene molecules. So 2 here, form 2 here. So I will get 4, right. So let us draw the molecular orbitals for this 1,3-butadiene. So I didn't show this diene, 1,3-butadiene, right. So if I want to draw, see here, it's simple. So I will take like this, 2 orbitals I will take, so that I will get 4 orbitals totally, that is butadiene. So I can combine like this, all like this, see here, plus 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 plus, so plus 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 plus, minus 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 minus, right. Or sometimes it might combine like this also. How it will combine? See here. If you make it ulta, it will combine like this here. Plus, plus, minus and minus. So here minus minus plus plus. It combined like this. If I take one more pair, this one if I take, it has got, see here. So here it has got plus, minus, plus, minus, minus, plus, minus, plus. So if I combine these two, how it will combine? Plus, minus, minus, plus. If I, one combination I will do like this, right. One more combination, what I will do? Just I will combine in such a way that, see here, plus, minus, plus, minus, all are different. So minus, plus, minus, plus, right. So if you see here, no node, because all are plus, 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 plus. But if you see here, so here, see here, plus plus no node, but plus minus here one node is there. If you see for this, see here, plus minus, so node, minus minus no node, minus plus node. Means I am going to tell this, so one is plus, one is minus, then only node comes. If both are minus minus, both are plus plus, no, then there will not be any node, right. So here plus minus means one node, minus plus means one node, plus minus means one node. So initially here it has got 0 node, here 1 node, here 2 nodes and here 3 nodes, right. So all the 4 structure I will arrange them in such a way that, see here, I will do them like this, see here. So initially 0 node, 1 node, 2 node and 3 nodes were there, right. So here I will split like this and I will call these as bonding molecular orbital, whereas these are anti-bonding molecular orbital. And within this, what I will tell, this is HOMO. So what stands for HOMO? HOMO means highest occupied molecular orbital, right. You please write it down. So highest occupied molecular orbital means electrons if are there, only till this much they will occupy. Because of this we will call this as HOMO, highest occupied molecular orbital, whereas this we call it as LUMO. So LUMO stands for lowest unoccupied molecular orbital, right. So these two are anti-bonding and these two are bonding molecular orbitals. I hope you understood now. I'll give you the shortcut. Now you will clearly understand. So for ethylene, see here, for ethylene I had one 0 node and 1 node, right. For butadiene, see here, this is ethylene. For butadiene I had, see here, 4 carbons are there, so 4 I have to draw. Here 2 carbons were there, 2. This was bonding molecular, this was bonding molecular, and this was anti-bonding molecular. Whereas butadiene, these two are bonding molecular, these two are anti-bonding molecular orbital. Whereas this is HOMO and this is LUMO. Here this one is HOMO and this one is LUMO, not these two, right? So 4 were there, 0 node, 1 node, 2 node and 3 node, right? If I come to this, what is this? Hexatriene, right? So 6 carbons, 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? So you need to draw 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, in which 3 will be bonding molecular orbital, 3 will be anti-bonding molecular orbital, this will be HOMO, this will be LUMO, right? Further, if I want to tell about nodes, so here 0 node, 1 node, 2 node, 3 node, 4 node, and it will be having 5 nodes. So nodes means there the electron density will be 0. Nodes means there the electron density will be 0, right? So that thing you need to remember. So if you want to like analyze it, how you can do is count the number of carbon, that number of molecular orbital will be there, right? Because molecular orbital are formed by atomic orbitals. If 2 atomic orbitals are combined, they will form 2 molecular orbital. Since here 6 atoms are there, right? So we will get 6 molecular orbital. Whereas here it was 4 atoms, so I used to get 4 molecular orbital. So 2 atoms, 2 molecular orbital, right? So nodes means if there are 6 atoms, 6 minus 1 you do, 5 nodes will be there. See here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes. For 4 carbon means 4 atoms, so 4 molecular orbital, 1, 2, 3, 4. But nodes 4 minus 1. For nodes it will be n minus 1, where n is the total number of atoms. 4 minus 1 you will get 3. See here, 0 node, 1 node, 2 node and 3 node. Maximum 3 node. For 2 atoms n is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1 node. So only 1 node. Here 0 node, 1 node. But atomic orbitals will, since they are 2, so molecular orbital will be 2. Like that you can remember. I hope you understood the how to draw this molecular orbital theory, right? So in next class, let us discuss how this helps in color. I didn't tell that only, but that I will explain in the next class.